afternoon and welcome to the WebEOC tutorials. This lesson is going to cover logging into WebEOC, logging in and signing into the incident, and the Incident Activity Log, or ICS 214 process. First, we're going to go ahead and log into WebEOC. So we're going to go to regiondwebeoc.org and I'm going to log in. My username is going to be my first name space my last name, and my password is going to be whatever I've set it up to be. I'm then going to choose the position that I'm going to be fulfilling during this incident. So for this one, I'm going to be logging in as Greene County Fire. And I'm going to choose the incident as well. For this one, we're using the new format testing. I'll click OK. And this is going to bring me to the page that I'm going to confirm all of my information. All of it looks good. If I had any changes, I would go ahead and make them here. And I'm going to click OK. On the left-hand side of my screen over here is going to be the main WebEOC menu. The very first one is going to be the WebEOC announcements. This is going to be an announcement board for any upcoming trainings. All of the help files will be on this one, and just basic information about WebEOC. The next one down is the Instant Sign-In board. It's extremely important that you not only sign into WebEOC, but also into the incident itself. So you'll notice that we already have some people signed in for this incident. I'm going to go ahead and click Sign In here in order to start the sign-in process for myself. I'm going to type in the agency that I'm representing, and I'm going to choose the section that I would be in based on the ICS sections. So there's finance, admin, logistics, operations, and planning, the basic general staff positions, and then any of the command staff positions will be under management. Since I'm under fire, I'm going to go ahead and be under the operations section. The position is already registered for me because it's the one that I signed in under. All of this information should also be plugged in for me. Keep in mind that any information that you put into this page is only for documentation purposes. If you change anything on this page, it only changes it within the documentation. It does not change anything that you see within WebEOC. If I forget to sign in and I need to change the time that I came in, I'm going to click on the date and time, and I can manually change the time that I sign in. I also want to choose the ESF that I best fit under. So since I'm under fire, I'm going to choose firefighting. I might also choose hazardous materials, things of that nature. And I'm going to click Save. You'll notice that I'm now under the operations section as Greene County Fire, and you can see where I've signed in. This is where everyone's log of when they show up on an incident should be. And so you'll notice that everyone who has signed into this incident is there. If I click on the Sign Out button next to my name, it will sign me out of this incident. That's the last thing you want to do before you leave the incident, is go ahead and sign out. It should take me to a page that will allow me to see all of the information that I've put in, as well as the date and time in and out. Again, if you've forgotten to do this, you can go back and manually change it. I'm going to go ahead and click Sign Out, and you'll notice that I've been taken out of the operations section. The next area that we're going to look at is the Incident Activity Log, or the ICS 214 unit log. For WebEOC, these are really going to be about the same. If I want to do a new entry on my 214, things that I might want to enter into this are any agreements, accidents, or actions that I've taken. I will click on the new record, and it will open up a page like this. Again, I can manually change the date and time that I've entered it. The occurred at will be a location, so let's say at the EOC, and I'm going to look at the remarks. This is going to be essentially the entry that I'm doing. So, Greene County Fire has arrived on scene. This is just a test. So, Greene County Fire has arrived on scene. This is just a test, is what I want the entry to come up as. The next section is going to be the restrictions, and this is going to be dependent on how you would like the things to show up. If you leave it on unrestricted, anyone in the entire instant can see it, but they can filter it away if they don't want to see it. So that's what you're going to leave it on most of the time. If I click on just my name, that's going to be ones that only I will see, and it's going to be things that would be on my personal 214. This is one that no one else will see, though please remember that system administrators can see these. The ESF that I want to restrict it to, this would be anyone within the entire region within the firefighting ESF. So this is going to be Greene County Fire and Dallas County Fire and Polk County Fire and Taney County Fire. All of the firefighting ESFs will come together here. For Mo Region D Greene Fire, this is only people that have signed into the Greene County Fire position. So it's anyone that has the same position as you. That's going to be extremely handy, especially when we transfer in and out second shift. You can at least see what the people on the shift before you have done. Or you can restrict it to the county. If it's something that is only pertinent to your county and no other county is going to really care about it, you can restrict it to only your county. You do have the option of putting it on the major notifications board for the region. Keep in mind that this is not incident specific, and so it's going to be used very rarely. This is going to be things like if there's a change in weather that multiple instances need to know about all at once, we can do it under major notifications. But for the most part, that one's not going to be used all that much. I can also geotag this based on an address location or based on the latitude and longitude. This entry history is going to show the history of the entry itself. So if I do any amendments to an entry, things of that nature, it's going to show the original entry here. I like how my entry is, and so I'm going to go ahead and click save. And now you can see my entry is up on the WebEOC board. The next thing that you'll be interested in is looking at the different filters within the view. So we've already gone through how the restrictions work and how you can adjust who can view it, but now we're looking at how you can view all of the entries. So the one that you may use the most is going to be the regional log. This is going to be the one where you can see anything that anyone in the region tied to this instant has posted. If I click on the county log, it's going to be anything within my county that's tied to the instant that they've posted. ESF is going to be anywhere in the region tied to my ESF. So again, all of the fire people within the entire region can see this one. The position log is going to be ones that only my position can see. So it's going to be anyone who is logged in as Mo Region D Greene Fire. Or the user log is going to be my personal 214. This is going to be regardless of what position I'm logged in under. So if you have multiple logins, if you fill multiple positions, you may show up as different positions, but it will show all of your entries. So for example, you can see here I was logged in as Greene County Fire to do this entry, but down here I was logged in as Greene County CERT. Those are going to be the basics of the 214. Again, obviously if WebEOC is down for whatever reason, we will revert back to the normal paper 214s. That's the basics of signing into the incident and signing into your unit activity log.